So usually with these commentaries, I try to be substantive where I can be, but you gotta be honest when it becomes a clown show, and which is an insult to the clowns, because there are really great clowns out there, great clown performers, but it's probably the most proximate term you can use in these tough times. So please consider supporting this channel via channel memberships and other means super chats, and please consider supporting my other channels. Having some issues with the Kubrick channel. Hopefully I'll be cracking the code today, but yeah, it's a little rough with that one. Alrighty then, but just mental note, when I do get back the Kubrick channel, if I can, there'll be a lot of videos that'll be appearing, so watch out for those. So what is happening? Well, let us not bury the lead. So this is going to be I don't want to say fun video, because I had this recent comment saying, I don't know what this is about. Okay, let me keep it really simple for the new people. Scientology, anti-Scientology, grifters. And certain people who used to do anti-Scientology have mostly become grifters. Grifters are usually thieves, liars, frauds. I've covered some of the recent fraud people we've looked at are Aaron Smith-Levin, Mr. Scoville, and now apparently Krackhead Kenny. So if you're confused, again, Scientology, anti-Scientology grifters, we're looking at some grifters. I don't think it's that hard to understand. Anyway, so Aaron's sob story is that he spent some time in Scientology as a kid, although he really exaggerates. And I mean really exaggerates how tough it was, because the toughest thing apparently was not getting a lot of money and sleeping on a bunk bed. Yeah. Anyhow. So he's a bit of a spoiled idiot. But Krackhead Kenny is really in sharp competition with the phony posturing and threats and just egomania. But I'll give Aaron this. More recently, his threats are getting more and more pathetic, and his content is now just wildly, and I don't know what the hell it's about anymore. So he did some recent videos about losing weight. Now you might feel sorry for the man, given all his trauma, except he did a video months ago, which apparently we need to forget, where he got some packages from fans, and they were sending him food. And he said, "Oh my God, guys, the food, delicious." Well, maybe a good way to lose weight is stop eating so much, stupid. Anyway, so one of Aaron's tricks, which I'll admit even I fell for, is he does these weird bouts of fake crying. Now, this has been a big controversy in the fandom, whether you like him or dislike him, that he actually is crying. Some people are like, yeah, I think that's real crying. Other people are like, no, it's not real crying. It's performative. But anyway, it's become a thing. I think even somebody did a GIF on it. So there we go. But let's not bury the lead. Probably Krackhead Kenny's now getting into the act with his own fake crying, real crying. I'll let you decide.
It's too many, too many names, man. Man, do you realize how you was getting snuck?
And again, you might feel sorry for these people, but really, Krackhead Kenny's interactions with me have not been very pleasant. He just keeps saying the same thing. Get my name out your mouth. Although, to be fair, he copy-pastes that to everyone who speaks ill of him or is even slightly critical. Get my name out your mouth. So I did a prior video on him threatening Aaron. That Aaron needs to watch himself. You need to watch your tongue, boy. I'm Krackhead Kenny. I'm watching, Aaron. Don't do that. Poor little Jenna. Aaron, you better think about Jenna. I mean, I agree. Aaron being the guardian of Jenna is like, okay, what was Jason Voorhees taking a vacation or something? Yeah, it's a little silly, but I'm making fun of Aaron going to New York with Jenna. Well, I don't know. For those who don't get the joke, there's a Friday the 13th called Jason Takes Manhattan. So I don't know. They rushed warning it to Jason. Jason's not a nice guy. He can be a bit of a pill. So why is Krackhead Kenny collapsing? Well, I'm guessing here because I've tried to keep up with DOA people, but well, there's two things. DOA is not saying goodbye. He's just saying he doesn't agree with some of Kenny's exchanges with certain women. So Krackhead Kenny insulted Dana, Rotting Jewels, using some very foul language. Again, same thing with Kenny. I would defend Dana, but Dana uses pretty coarse language all the time. All the time. So, yeah, I can't defend Dana too much because she does use that language, but DOA was like, no, 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 it's wrong. Let's not go there. Let's all calm down. But Crackhead Kenny is not calming down and kept censoring people and booting people and giving these weird accusations that they were not on his side. They were trying to destroy the DOA Krackhead Kenny alliance, which is critical to fighting the Intergalactic Federation of the Scientologists. Whatever. Now, I think some of the response to Krackhead Kenny has also been a little bit too extreme. They're doxing him. Unfortunately, when you get into this business, you get information you shouldn't see. So I've seen some of the information, but I will be fair and nice, even for channel members. I am not going to give away that information. I will have to use some of it to put together some things, because some things are just a puzzle. Some people have suggested that Kenny's wife is a police officer. She's not a police officer. That said, he was caught on tape seemingly threatening her with a screaming voice. Now he says he didn't physically do anything. So we're back with Aaron, right? To be fair, thus far, most of the claims of abuse have been Aaron screaming, lying to people, manipulating people. Him actually getting physically violent, not too many. But it's not a good record either, so we're kind of stuck. We are where we are. So is Crackhead Kenny really even breaking down? Is he just pretending to cry and feel sorry? I don't know. Apparently what really is creating the spiral is he went against David B. And David B is someone that apparently DOA really likes. So he done messed up, to use Aaron's terms. He stepped over the line. Like when he was making fun of Korn or Pinchy Becky or Streets or whoever, Mexican long hair. Apparently that was fine. And I will give Kenny this. I think most of the stuff is pretty stupid and disgusting. I don't think it's a good idea to do what he does. However, I will not say some of the stuff is not funny. It is. Like the stuff he did with Aaron was actually pretty funny. It actually was pretty funny. And Kenny calling Streets LA sweets is actually it's pretty hilarious. So he does have some zingers. I can't deny that. The guy, when he's good, he can be pretty amusing. However, apparently the end is beginning, and the people who used to support him are stepping away, and they're all rethinking the Cold War alliance they made with Krackhead Kenny. And Kenny's like, wow, why is this happening, Anakins? I don't understand. I was a Jedi. I was on the council. This is not fair. This is outrageous. I agree, Crackhead Kenny. You calling yourself an anti-Scientology activist is kind of outrageous. It is kind of absurd. But that's where we are now, that some parts of anti-Scientology have become so corrupt that a man called Crackhead Kenny is a leader in the community. Yeah, because he yells, once again, children cannot consent. And once again, DOA is my leader. He's my homeboy. And once again, me screaming at a woman is okay. Aaron screaming at a woman, not okay. How do I make all this conceptualized together? Simple. I'm going to start crying now. And you're like, what? I'm going to start crying again. What? So, I don't know. Is Aaron going to sue him too? Because Aaron's going to allegedly have a lawsuit with Nora. Maybe he needs to do a lawsuit against Crackhead Kenny for intellectual property theft, saying, "Hey, no, guys, no, that's me. That's Aaron's. I do the fake crying. I do fake crying. I manipulate and I lie, and then I do the fake cry. That's me, Kenny. That's copyright. I will talk to the YouTube. You will get a copyright strike. Aaron does not consent to intellectual property theft. No, even when I commit. No, no. Alrighty then. Well, I'm gonna judge Kenny fairly. His fake crying is a little bit more credible than Aaron, but only slightly.